Thanks for joining me tonight on Out Loud right here on Fox Soul. I'm your host, Claudia Jordan. Now, tonight we're talking about sex. But this isn't just your regular sex conversation because we're talking about sexual insecurities and our vaginas. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, this is an important conversation for women, and believe it or not, some of you men may learn a thing or two from us tonight. So buckle down and get ready because tonight is gonna get interesting. But first, I want to invite everyone to connect with us by tweeting us at Fox Soul TV or call us at 866-FOX-SOUL. That's 866-369-7685 because we're live and we love to hear from you. Now, my girls are here to help me kick off this conversation. Welcome Nikki Chu and Gwendolyn Osborne to the show. Get up, but the way this outfit is set up,
you can't get up.
I can't. Fabulous. Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, thanks for joining me. Now, this conversation, I've known both of you for about 15 years, I think.
At least.
I think it might be more that we'll leave it.
Right, we met when we were like 5. Lots of conversations we've had about men, our bodies, vaginas, relationships, like pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
And this whole topic came about because we were at dinner the other night.
Yeah.
And Gwendolyn, mother of 3. Can you stand up real quick one time? Mother of 3.
Yes.
Look at that body.
Look at this body.
Now, you might recognize her. She's on The Price is Right for 12 years.
Yes.
And we were
Following
talking.
your lead, thank you very much.
Well, yes.
And we've supported each other along the way.
Yes, we have. So we were talking the other night about vagina insecurities.
Yes.
And you said after 3 kids, you said, I wonder.
After 3 kids, I'm like, it must be different. It must feel a little different. Like, it doesn't matter how many men a young girl has been with. The dick is not the same size as a baby, okay? So
But has the man ever said anything is the question.
okay. So where do you want me to go back?
I think the mic was some.
So, did we hear my last line then?
Well, please say it again. So you were worried about after 3 kids, is it not as pleasurable to the men? That
Right. I mean, as a mother of 3, I'm always wondering, well, you know, how tight does it feel? Because, you know, I don't think your man is really going to be honest with you. Like, he's not going to be completely honest. But then you're like, but then there's got to be women out there that are 28, 29, that are tight and, you know, no babies ever come out there. And I was saying, it doesn't matter how big Eddie Dick's been. It's not as big as a baby. Okay? So.
Does that make you mad when they say, I'm going to beat it up, I'm going to kill it? Oh, am I hurting you? A whole baby came out.
A whole baby.
9 pounds with elbows and teeth and everything.
Let me tell you.
And a whole head.
A whole head.
A head. And them shoulders, okay? Because my second baby is, he's 11 now, but
he's got broad shoulders.
Broad shoulders, 9 pounds 3 when he was born and 23 inches long, okay?
Yeah, that's
almost
2 feet.
That's almost 2 feet tall
That's
when
2
you come
feet.
out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So when you go bowling, right? When I go bowling, I pick like a 12-pound ball.
Yeah.
And then once in a while 8, but that coming out.
I'm telling you.
How much damage did it do?
See, well, I don't know, but let me tell you. There's a doctor coming on the show, right? But the doctor who is coming on the show, we found out, was the doctor who actually delivered my baby, my 9 pound 3 baby, and she did such a great job that I literally walked out of the hospital with not one tear, not one stitch, nothing.
Well, then maybe there's no problems.
Well, hopefully, but I had a 3rd baby then, didn't I?
You did. But you haven't had any bad reviews, so you could be good.
I think I'm still working well.
All right, she's
but you
good.
don't really ever know, and I think that is a real thing for all women, you know?
Worried about that. Now, Nikki, we've had no children yet.
We haven't.
Barren womb
So
club.
we're pretty tight, I'm assuming.
Maybe we're not, though. But how do we really know? Because if
We need a man to come up and try us all out. Just kidding. Totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
So my friend has just suggested we have a train ran on us. Thank you very much. Nikki, this is who we're friends with.
Yes, it is.
This is your friend.
So Nikki, we don't have kids, but do you ever think about it still? Like, we haven't had kids come out, but do you ever worry, like, you know, maybe I'm not the same as I was when I was 20 years old or whatever?
Actually, I don't.
No?
I don't have, no, I feel like I am the same.
So you're vaginally arrogant.
I have vagina arrogance.
Vagina arrogance.
And I do Kegels.
I'm doing them right now.
No,
Me
I
too.
saw you
Me
doing
too.
them.
I'm
I
doing
saw
too.
you. I saw you
She
doing
holds her
them
mouth
last night.
tight
Yes.
when she does it too.
And her neck moves. It's weird.
Listen, I'm 46.
Yes.
I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Well, I got 3 babies. I got loads of work to do.
So you don't have any of these, but you, when I moved to Dallas, she took me to get a V-steam.
I did.
So we went on a little field trip now. We go and there's these little like these little, I don't know, commodes.
It's like a little toilet.
It's like a little toilet, right? And they put these herbs in there, right? And then
Wow.
they steam it. And it's kind of weird. Like, we're all naked from the waist down, but with like a sheet over our waist. And I'm like, what the hell has Nikki got me involved in? And we're sitting there supposed to meditate. We got music. We're listening to music. I'm like, this is such a cult thing. And we're
Wait, are
letting
you
this-
naked?
Well, you're
Just
naked from the waist down,
But no
but
one's-
she couldn't relax.
No?
Well, because I'm like,
She was
what-
like, why are we together nude?
And what is your intention? Because we already had a couple weird incidents, but we'll get into that later, Vegas. But like, so
Very different types of incidences, I'm
a
assuming.
lot.
Okay.
So we did the V steam,
Yes.
and you felt like there was a difference afterwards.
I did feel like there was a difference.
Please explain what a V steam is.
So a
exactly.
V steam is an herbal detox for your vagina, if you will. And Asians have been doing it for several years, and they are definitely keen on, you know, different types of natural medicine. So this is supposed to help with anything that's going on with your vagina, from yeast infection, urinary tract infection, and overall fertility. So
how do you find out that it's actually been effective when you're finished?
well, for me, it just felt good. When you leave the V steam, you feel very detox from the inside. And when you have sex,
So the steam's going in.
The steam
so
is
when you
going
stand
in.
out, does the steam come out?
the steam doesn't come out, but the herbs have been absorbed.
Okay.
I will say
And then
that, but when we all went home, our assignment was we were supposed to all have sex.
our assignment was to have sex,
Oh.
because every single time
You just
that-
find somebody to have sex with.
well, whoever
Whoever's in
you're
your life.
having sex with, again, points to men and audience.
I will say this, it wasn't across the board success, because some of the guys said, there was like 6 of us that went. One guy told this girl it was trash and it was dryer. Her guy liked it. Like some guys were like, nah,
I
I
wanna
don't
know
do
what
that
you
shit
liked.
again. And some people were like, it wasn't across the board success.
Because it causes additional moisture.
So your
and
man
tightening.
told you that it felt lots
He
wetter.
did, I
and-
could just tell by his behavior.
Oh.
But you know what? When you're with a
Okay.
guy, is he really gonna tell you it's not good because he wants more? We were talking to someone in the hallway. We won't put him on blast who he was.
Yeah.
And we're talking about bad experiences with
Right.
vagina, actually with dealing with the women with a smell is a little off.
Yes.
And he said he continued to go at it again and again and again, and sometimes was
Right.
worse than others. So I feel like there's a lot of men out here that will pretty much tell us anything to get it. I think they'd rather have average or raggedy vagina than none at all.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you called it.
So
Can
you're-
we get a mic for you in the pink? Please.
Okay. So they're putting up with horrible vagina
You called
just
it
to get it.
a level 5 vagina.
A level 5.
Level 5
What,
vagina.
what is your name? Can you please stand up, sir?
He's so willing, isn't he?
What is
Look
your
at that.
name?
Greg.
Greg, you do. Okay.
Greg.
Greg, you do realize that you're probably the first person that's volunteered for a train on television on a regular show. You just offered to have sex with all 3 of us. Okay, never mind. So what is your comment?
good with it.
Okay, about this, would you be okay with vagina that was just average, or would you rather have none at all?
Average.
Average.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Because I have to
See?
take some
Yeah.
responsibility for that, for it being average.
So you admit that it's your fault if it's not that great.
I do.
Well, even
Explain.
if, like, when you first start, and there's like a little bit of a tingy smell.
Well,
You would think that you're part
We talking about
responsible for that?
The average is the smell.
We were talking about smell as well. We're talking about both.
So that's part of your answer, knowing that it could be, you know, a bit smelly. And you're still willing to do it.
Would you tell a woman if the smell was off?
I have.
Okay, so he's
How did you
honest.
say it?
It's hard. It's very hard.
Okay, walk us through it.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
having sex with the-
Pretend we are her.
Yes.
all 3 of us?
Yeah, we're one.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, no, you guys just had sex, and
Yeah.
it had a smell. What would you tell Gwendolyn?
But see, you just asked, you know, could I have sex if it was
Okay.
the
Could
smell?
you
So,
could you
I
get through
mean,
that?
Once I did, and once I did not.
Okay.
So this seems to be an ongoing thing for men. They have all probably experienced this.
That's why I want to know. I want to
But
know.
when I did not, it was more than average. And the one I was kind of like, might be something in the air or something. You know, I was trying to make sure that that's where it
Wasn't
was.
from there, but it was.
Yes.
And so at what point did you find out that it was? Were you...
He was already in it.
He was already doing it.
He was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was too late.
I mean, you know, she's right.
Yeah, he finished.
And so you finished.
No, I just say it happened.
Okay,
So,
you're okay.
Okay.
Thank you
All
so
right.
Kind of
much.
distracting.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you
Okay.
for your honesty. Yes.
I feel like there is not a lot of honesty in the moment, though, because how can you even? And I'm sure women, us as women, are even probably guilty of that ourselves. How many times have you sat through horrible sex that wasn't great because you cared about the person's feelings, right? So you don't want to like put them on the spot, and plus it's awkward. Like, are you really? We can all talk trash and say, I'm gonna tell someone, I'm never gonna. But then if you care about the person, you're not gonna like just say in the middle of it, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're just going to be like, oh, my stomach hurts, and we should just cuddle.
Well, let's be clear. You know,
Yeah.
we're all women. We understand that what we put in our bodies often is effect of what's coming out of our bodies. And that also means men being put in our bodies is also additional cause to what those bacteria are that cause the smell.
I think that's an important thing to talk about because I feel like I've heard men being very elementary about it. Oh,
Yes.
they throw the whole woman away. Like, oh,
Sure.
one time they had sex with a woman and the smell was off, right?
Yeah.
But really, there's a lot of things that can cause that. You can have too much sugar that week.
Yes.
You can be in your
It
gym
could have
clothes
nothing
too
to
long.
do with sex.
You can be in a
Yes.
hotel and use
Yes.
that cheap old hotel soap and throw your
Yes.
pH levels off. And
Yes.
that girl is not necessarily dirty. She can ruin her pH levels by trying to be too clean.
Yeah.
It could also be from birth control. Like when you change your birth control and your hormones change through that, you wouldn't know until your man came and told you, hey,
Yes.
you know what? Something's a little different.
And it can also be from a man.
Right. A lot of times, a lot of times women find out their man is cheating on them.
Absolutely.
When they get an infection, a bacterial infection.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a telltale
Because
sign.
also the man doesn't usually get the symptoms. The women get the symptoms, and
Right.
they have to end up telling their man, you need to go and get checked. But for some
Sure.
reason, they don't get the smell and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I think they get other things.
So that's all part of sexual insecurities, and that's going to be what we're talking about the first half of the show. Sexual insecurities. That's a real thing that can happen
real
to
thing.
you. So do you guys feel pressure to ever like have to really perform like a porn star? Because like I feel now that porn is so accessible now, right?
Yeah.
Like that's almost the norm.
I think
Yeah.
Instagram's almost porn at this point.
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But I think in the beginning of a relationship, you definitely want to give
Seem
your
ex-
best performances.
seem exciting,
Yes.
yes.
You
But is it best to go all out in the beginning because, you know, then there's the judgment. Wow, you're really good at
Well,
that.
you want to ramp up to your best performance.
Yeah, so you kind of like
Yeah.
ration it out.
Ration the performance out.
So the
And
first
when you-
performance is a 7, maybe?
the first performance, you want to perform at about a 6, 7, and your personality needs to be at an 8, 9.
What if your performance turns him off because he's like, this is probably her best?
Well, he's probably not meant to be with you.
Yeah,
When do you
I
go
think-
all out or you ease in?
I would say, well, okay.
You've gone all out.
I have gone all
Yeah.
out.
In the beginning?
And I would say that porn can help because there's certain things that I know I've not been great at. And it's never been like, you're terrible at that. It's just like, yeah, you could do it a little better.
Like what kind
Is
of
the
things?
porn on at the same time?
Well, I'm asking if you feel like you have to perform like
but
the
I've
porn.
watched the
Oh.
porn as to how to perform certain things. And the porn has helped.
Porn does help to really
to learn
try
how
different
to
things.
do
right,
it the right way.
Yes.
You know? So
Nikki, how's the
that
porn
has
helped?
helped.
How's porn helped you?
Porn has really helped me understand,
Right.
you know,
The movement.
the movements.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
just how to do things with my hand, when to pull back, how to twist, how to turn.
Right.
You know.
Do you feel like you have to perform more as we get older? Because we're all in our 40s now,
Yeah.
right? So I think when you're younger, I feel like, I don't know, I'm less adventurous now because things hurt.
Yeah.
Like there's no huckabuck
Yeah,
anymore.
right.
If you even look like you're about to put my foot on your shoulder, I'm like, where you putting that? Where do you think that's about to go? I feel like the
Yeah.
hip is out of socket. Everything hurts
Well,
right now.
I think that pressure is if you're dating
Anybody
a younger.
else feel arthritis in the hip?
I think that
It's
pressure
real,
is
right?
if you're dating a younger man.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Well,
Don't
if
we
you-
all?
If you date a man close to your age,
Nikki?
you both probably hurt.
Nikki. I know y'all.
I have dated a man younger
Yes,
than me.
I know.
No, well,
But I was also a lot younger too, so it's a little different. But I will say now, the issue I have is that I work out a lot. And so what will happen is I'll get cramps, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'll be like, okay, we gotta stop.
Yes.
This is what I gotta stretch it out. And then, you know, that kind of can ruin the mood.
And
then
I'm assuming you're probably tired now too,
you're a little bit more tired, you
Right.
know?
because she works out all the time. So you usually have to go to bed early.
When you're younger,
if
it's like any time.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter. Like
You wake up at a...
now things have to be right. Like
Yeah.
I need to stretch.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Haven't
glass of
eaten
wine.
yet. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Are there any positions you guys refuse to do? Positions. I can't. Like I said, I can't. I'm not putting my feet on your shoulders. Because we're gonna have to go to the emergency room probably. But who gonna put this hip back in place is what I want to know. Seriously.
I'm doing some